Once they're done with the reporting, so what manager does there? Manager goes and check each and everything. There are eligibility criteria for person to become a director. There are certain eligibilities are there. He has to fulfill those eligibility to become a director. So whatever the money unpaid on shares, you have rights, you have power to pay that. You have power to call that. Okay. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adasa here, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Now we are discussing your company law, your unit 3, session 1, the topic called company administration. Under company administration, the first word comes with what? Directors. The director is a chief or main for the company. Now, today we'll discuss about what is director as well as what are the duties, powers, qualification, who can become a director, who can't become a director. These are the factors we will learn in today's session. First, we'll understand who is an managing director. Now, managing director plays a significant role in the company's management and responsible for its expansion, profitable growth and innovation. These are the major points. So what are the main motive or features? For example, in the examination, if they ask you what is the main motive of director or roles of director, it is very simple: to make company expansion, to expand that, make it profitable and growth, and finally we call it as innovation. These are the topics which covered under, the topic called managing directors. So can I repeat? So expansion, profitable, growth, innovation. These are the four main motives. Then there are senior level managers in a company looking after its day-to-day operation. So who will be called as director? Who will be in the senior level? Now, in this major, the senior level manager who report directly to the director who take care of company. Then they oversee the functioning and performance of different department. Now, if it is a big industry like JK Tires, or it may be any big industrial MRF Tires. Now, there are many departments will be there. Each department will be headed by one manager or one supervisor. So, they oversee the functioning and performance of different department. The next part, they obtain reports from the department managers and in turn report them to the chief executive officer. Once they're done with the reporting, so what manager does there? Manager goes and check each and everything. Once they're done with that, once the reporting part is done, once they're done with all the calculation and observation, they have to go with reporting procedure. What do you mean by reporting procedure? Very simple. They will report that what happened in the industry, what happened in the company. They will inform that. We call it as reporting. Then who can be a director? Everybody can become a director. A worker join as an employee. Can he become a director? The fresher, can he become a director without having any share capital? Can he become a director? I'll give you an idea. Managing a business is not an easy task. Normally what happens? Everybody cannot run business. Then, therefore, there are eligibility criteria for person to become a director. There are certain eligibilities are there. He has to fulfill those eligibility to become a director. Then, only an individual person can become a director of the company. So, he cannot be a group. Only individual person can become a director of a company. A person other than individual is not eligible to become a director. Very simple. Who is not called as individual? Like Hindu undivided family. A company, for example, JK Tires company cannot become a director of MRF company. Why? Because JK Tires is not individual. Hope you are clear. Yes. Fourth mode, a minor individual cannot become a member or director. So who is called as minor? The age below 18 years, we call it as minor. He cannot become a director in any company. He cannot file a valid consent to act as a director. Now, next, at least one director of company should be resident of India. If there are 2 or 3 directors are there for that company, so one director must be what? Indian resident. All the foreign residents cannot become a director. There must be one person who must be Indian. Next. Moreover, the person acting as director should be sound-minded. This is the first one. Mentally, he should not be disturbed. Mentally, he should not be imbalanced. Hope you are clear. Next. Capable to enter into contract. He must have all the capacity to enter into contract because he must attain 18 years plus age. Not an insolvent person. Insolvent person cannot become a member. Hope you are clear. Very good. A managing director must act in accordance with the articles of association. So we call it as articles of association. There are certain rules and regulations are already prescribed and mentioned. He has to follow that. Then pursue the best interest of the stakeholder. Stakeholder means what? All the shareholders who are interested and who are invested as well as who are connected to the business of the company in good faith and promote the object of the company. Third one, use independent judgment to exercise his duties with due and reasonable care, skill and diligence. Now, so director usually what happens? He must be qualified one. Qualified in sense, there is no prescribed qualification to become a director, but he should have basic knowledge about that company. He should have the basic knowledge about the product which the company is producing. Now, he should have the capacity to take individual decisions. Like, he should not wait for others. What can be done? How to manage this, how to handle this situation. He cannot depend on others. He should have the knowledge of what? Taking decisions independently. Hope you are clear? Yes. Next, always be aware of conflict of interest situations and should try and avoid such conflicts for the interest of the company. Whatever the conflicts are there, if any fights are happen, the director should represent the company. He should fight for the company. So these are the things they have mentioned. Ensure that adequate deliberation are held in connection with the related party transaction. What do you mean by related party transaction? For example, any person who is very close to you, there is a financial or some bondings are there with that person. If you do any transaction with that person, the whatever price you are offering him, that should be competent. What price you are offering to outsider, the same price, a little differ can be there. But 100 rupees worth goods, if you are giving him for 5 rupees, then you are responsible. Hope you are clear. That related party disclosure, if you have done such kind of transaction, you have to disclose that what you have done and you have to give the reason why you have done. Again, I'll repeat, what is related party transaction means. For example, you are running a company, your cousin wants to buy something from you. In the market, you are selling for 100 rupees. Because of he is your cousin, you are selling at what price? 30 rupees. 100 rupees worth, you are selling at what? 30 rupees. Because of this, you may have good relation with the cousin, but what about the company? The company will suffer loss. Hope you are clear. The company will suffer loss. The company will be under burden. That is the reason the managing director must have all these qualities. Ensure visual mechanism of the company and the users are not prejudicially affected on account of such use. You should not harmful to the company. That you have to keep it in mind. Ensure confidentially of sensitive proprietary information, commercial secret, technologies, unpublished price to be maintained and should. For example, You are doing mobile business or mobile industry you have. In the mobile industry, whatever you do, for example, you want to launch a new mobile. Before launching, the price should not be disclosed to competitors. Hope you are clear. Before launching your mobile, the price should not be disclosed to competitor. It should be keep it secret, and whatever the delicate things are there, secrecy which company maintained, usually director knows all the secret, but he should not disclose to the outsider. He should not disclose to the competitor. That is a major thing the director has to follow. It is very simple. Your family matters, will you share with anybody other than your very close one? No. You keep that secrecy. You maintain that secrecy. The same thing the director has to do. Then, not assign his office and any assignment, so made shall be void. Not assign his office and any assignment. Whatever he is supposed to do, director, he should not assign that work to somebody else who is not responsible. Clear? Then the important one, the powers of director, very important for your examination. What are the powers that usually directors have? Like power to make calls in respect of money unpaid on shares. So whatever the money unpaid on shares, you have rights, you have power to pay that. You have power to call that. Okay. For example, you have issued shares and you have to collect money from the shareholder. Then you have power to ask for that because you are representing what? Company. Next. Call meeting on suo motu basis. You can call for the meeting. You can call all the other director, other shareholders, managing director, everybody you can call them for meeting. Issue shares, debentures or any other instrument in respect of the company. You are representing company. You are the head of the company. You are the chief of the company. You have all the rights to issue shares. You have all the rights to issue debentures. You have all the rights to issue all the instruments, financial instruments. Then borrow and invest fund. On behalf of company, you can borrow fund from banks and you can repay that rights you have. Then approve financial statement. So whatever P&L balance sheet which is prepared, whatever cash flow is prepared, you can sign on that. You can approve on that. Yes, it is correct. Yes, it has come to my notice. You have to approve that. That approval permission power is with director. Then approve bonus to employee. For example, company is running under profit. The profit should be shared to whom? The workers who are working there. Who will decide the bonus? The director. The director have that power to issue bonus. Declare dividend in the company. Dividend means what? Shareholders will get in return what? Dividend. Dividend means, always remember, share of profit. Share of profit, we call it as dividend. Clear? Director have that authority to issue dividend. Power to grant loans, to give guarantee. He has all the power to give loan as well as borrow loan. Authorized to buy back security. Shares are already issued to the public. If they wants to buy back that, he has that rights, power. Approve amalgamation. For example, another company wants to merge with you. The director have that power, permission or authority to approve that. Then diversify the business of the company. If you want to do any changes or modification you wants to do in the business, the director have all the rights to do that modification. So these are the duties. Whatever we studied, those are powers. Now we are going with duties of director. To act with good faith. Whatever you do, that should be in favor of company with legally you have to do. Accordance with the Articles of Association. This is a major one. Articles of Association comes with rules and regulation. You have to follow those rules and regulations. To act to promote the object of the company. What is the objective of company? Earning profit, giving good message to society, or giving legal things. That is only the major objectives of company. That should be fulfilled. Act in best interest of the company. Exercise duties with due and reasonable. Exercise independent judgment. not to get involved in situation where his interest conflict, any conflicts, fights, he should not involve. That is important. He cannot assign his office. I told you, no, he cannot assign his work to somebody else. Not to achieve undue gain. Like, you are the director of the company. Whatever income you earn, that is a company's income. Personally, you cannot earn. Hope you are clear. For example, I'll give you. You are a director of some XYZ company. You cannot do improper business. That is important. I'll go back to all the previous slides so that you can take screenshot. So your company law, company administration, the meaning part, who can be a director, a managing director must, powers of director, duties of director. Yeah, this is all about the information about directors or administration part. Easiest as well as important for your examination. Along with this, whatever notes I have given, please go through that notes. That is sufficient for your examination. Thank you.